And with that shot to the face from the Zooka, it is War Factory Day. We're on April the 4th. We're on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We're going to try some Jedi mind tricks against Gearhart. So today is another one of the generic days. If you're a max level player, you can probably just GBE this if you're on full boost or a decent sized GBE boost, but we don't have that option as lower level players. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get rid of these two rocket launchers. The rocket launchers have, what's that, about 50,000 health. The core has about, wow, that's, what's that, 590? So quite a bit of health. We're going to need to do some work, lots of hot pots and stuff, but realistically, if I can shock somewhere in this, we should be able to shock the hot pots and the shock blaster, and these hot pots and the shock blaster. So really all we need to do is clear a decent sized hole right where about this shock launcher is, and then we can just crush it. So there is a little bit of free GBE in the middle maybe, but I probably wouldn't go for that unless you're really, really desperate and you just want to use Grens. I mean, if you just want to drop Grenadiers on the right-hand side, you can do that. But we're going to go for the core, and it's going to be amazingly awesome. So we're going to do two... I'm going to do two Everspark attacks, probably to get rid of... one to get rid of the rocket launchers. I can't GBE those, that's just too much GBE for my low-level account. And I'm going to get rid of these two right here as well. So we're going to do the fancy Everspark double taps, and it's going to be awesome. So let's get rolling. No sense delaying. So first off, I'm going to drop an artillery on each of these because I really, really don't want to have to do anything after I get into range. I'm going to flare up to there, then we're just going to walk Everspark up. I don't really want her to die to the Doom Cannon, so we're going to keep her smoked. But only 3 smokes required to get there, it looks like. And then it's just going to be tap, tap, taparoo as fast as I possibly can. The kamikaze double tap, as we've called it. I got them both out, yes. Very, very close. Thought for a second I didn't. But we got it out, and both the rocket launchers are down. And now I'm going to use my GBE on... I'm going to clear some mines here. And I'm going to mark these, what are they called again? Shock launchers at the same time. So I'm going to clear those, and I'm probably going to use the rest of my GBE on these machine guns, because realistically they need to go as well. So 22, we're going to use a barrage here. Now, these barrages are going to completely mess up my Everspark, because she's going to target the machine guns probably, but we should be able to get away with that. So there's the first attack. Lots and lots done. Not a lot of skill or effort required, thankfully, or gold for that matter, or time. So next up I'm going to get rid of these boom mines, because Everspark and boom mines do not mix. Now I'm going to drop Everspark here, and then I'm going to walk her up to there, and then I'm going to push the remote button, and I'm going to flare that far shock launcher. I should be able to get there with 2 smokes, I think, maybe. There we go. So, I was ready with the smoke. We got it out without having to use an extra smoke, which is fantastic. And now we're going to get rid of this shock launcher. Go away, shock launcher, and we're good. That's for a total of 4 smokes. So that worked out very, very well. A little bit dangerous to not wait for the smoke timer, but it does work, and I'd recommend giving it a shot if you have the intestinal fortitude to do so. Okay, let's get rid of those machine guns. Those machine guns are down. And now, what's next? I mean, this is an easy shock on the left-hand side to get the shock blaster machine gun and the 2 hot pockets. And over here we've got the shock blaster and the 2 hot pots. So that should be pretty easy. And now I'm just going to get rid of... I guess next up is this sniper tower. Sniper towers are not overly friendly when it comes to troops because they just shoot pretty quickly. Boom cannons, and I probably should have got rid of the cannons on that, but we'll come back to that. And we'll see how it goes. So that's 2 attacks. I think I'm just going to go straight for core, and after I'm going to do 1 more setup attack, and then we'll go for core, because realistically I don't think there's a lot of danger here, but we'll... Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it. This Doom Cannon is not in range. There's no rocket launchers in range, so this should be fairly straightforward, but we're going to just clean up a little bit more because we got one more attack. So let's do that. How much health does this have? We're going to use our GBE on the sniper tower to start with. And we'll get those crates as well, and that's one thing that Everspark doesn't get us is the crates, so might as well use our GBE on the sniper tower. And down goes the sniper tower, and then next up I'm just going to drop Everspark right into here. And then I'm just going to push the button and we'll see what she targets. Now I wouldn't be able to GBE this stuff, so that's why I am using Everspark for this. I mean, this stuff doesn't really need to go, but we might as well, just because we're here. And we'll do one more on that. I'm going to do two, actually. I think I should be able to do a second one here. We'll see. We'll soon find out. Let's do a third one as well. Look at that. 3 at the same time. And that's just because she's out of their range. So, really, we're just getting rid of stuff that doesn't really matter. And we're getting critters at the same time. So I'm going to get rid of this boom mine here. Shouldn't be in range, but we might as well. I mean, it's free. And it's easy. So now we've got a nice, big, huge gap there with 2 easy shocks. I think we'll just go for core now. Like this shock right here should be pretty straightforward. Can't really miss that one. And then the one on the right you can't really miss either. So let's just go for core, and we're golden. Here we go. Now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get there is the next question. We're gonna load brick for certain. Definitely want our battle orders level 5 for this one. And we'll go from there. I meant to hit scout. I will definitely admit that. That was not intentional. I'm going to come from the side because I much prefer the straight lines to the corners, and I don't really understand how the corners work half the time. So we're just going to drop right into here. And we should still have our delay. We do. And then I'm going to come right into here approximately. Should be able to get there with 2 smokes, I think. Oh, it's going to be tight on that corner. We should be okay. Gonna drop our battle orders. I'm gonna flare the core at the absolute last second right now. 1, 2, let's throw one more back here, and just medkit. Medkits for everything for days, and battle orders, and come on, down it goes, come on, it's gonna be tight for the shock timer. Oh, look at that, right before the hot pots popped up. So if you have fewer troops than me or weaker troops than me or something, you had better rush your pants off. And probably using those medkits did not make any sense, so I would not recommend that. But overall, actually those are weak rewards, I think. That's pretty weak on the stone and wood front, I believe. Let's have a look at the rewards. We got a complex gear, we got a little bit of stone, we got some glow sticks, and then a little bit more stone and wood. So fairly weak, but you should be able to take this one down. This one should be pretty easy. Might take 2 core hits if you're a lower level, just because there's quite a bit of health there, but overall I think that this will be an easy one for people to take down. Good luck, let me know how it goes. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions on how to improve it, please hit me up in the comments. Always looking to see that stuff, and thanks for tuning in. Peace!